I've been lucky enough to have worked on, prior to this, 7 other films that were nominated for Grammys. So I'd actually forgotten that the Grammys were the day that they aired. So I found out because I was standing in my kitchen making some food, and I got a text message from one of my friends saying, "Congratulations." And I didn't really know what he was talking about, and then realized, oh, the Grammys are today? Oh, we won. Oh, okay. What am I supposed to do now? As far as like the Grammy process goes, I think in October of 2024, we found out that it was nominated. I could be slightly wrong about my dates. I think that's when it really felt real to me. There's sort of a verification process after you win. I knew that I was qualified for it, and I was just kind of waiting out the entire process. So when it finally showed up, that was kind of the moment of like, oh, okay, I have this thing that very few musicians or engineers or people who work in my industry ever get to even put their hands on. When you're watching a film like Dune, there's a lot of music that is coming out of things that don't really sound like an instrument that maybe you've heard before, and those are things that me and my team create. So Interstellar was a very, very special project just because I absolutely love the film. The score is also incredible, and it's one of those movies that I rewatch. It's a fantastic science fiction film. If I had to pick one, it would be Dune Part 1 and 2. It would be the Dune series. I spent the majority of my childhood in Karachi. Spent about 2 to 3 years in the US as well when I was younger. As far as my music journey goes, I mean, I've played instruments, I think, since I was 7 or 8 years old. I got into guitar when I was about 13. And it was something that, it was just this time where, all of my friends were playing guitar, and I got into it, and I started playing in bands. The development and the music scene that we were involved in was a very DIY type situation. If we wanted to play a show, you really had to take care of everything, not just booking the space, but we had one where we actually had to build the stage. It had its own charm to it, and there were things about it. I do wish that we had more support and more of a thriving scene for young musicians. When I was maybe 15 years old or so, I think that was when the first Nouri record came out. And I remember like how many hits were on that. And that was the time where, at least like in my friend circle and the kids I was going to school with, like everyone wanted to play guitar. Everyone wanted to be in a rock band. And then you had this happen in the Pakistani industry, which was not something we were necessarily super used to. This was a record that really, I think, resonated with the youth in a way that I certainly hadn't experienced before. I miss the sense of humor that we have in Pakistan. I think there's just something about some of the things that we find funny. I don't laugh nearly as hard at stuff from, I guess like American humor or other countries' sense of humor. In Pakistan, we gave our musicians more recognition and more value. We really value our visual artists and our actors, but I think we're really overlooking our musicians. And I really wish, as a country, give those people more of a platform and more of a chance to really show what they're up to and put that stuff out there. I think we'd be really surprised and really impressed, and I think the rest of the world would also notice it. I think I've said too much. All right, bye.